Hello, Palm Springs. Hello, Coachella Valley. It's summertime in the desert.
It is. It may not officially be June 21st, but boy, in this pool, that's the only place you want to be.
That's
well, not
right.
necessarily this pool, but it's a pretty nice pool. Any pool.
Any pool in the desert. When it's somewhat summertime or even summertime here, you want to be by the pool, right?
Yeah. In and out, in and out, in and out.
So, Claudia, it's been at least a couple of weeks since we've been together.
It has,
right?
I know.
And the world is still going along. We are now without
busier than ever.
We're without masks because COVID is not gone, but it sure is darn close.
Yeah, exactly. And I think June 15th is official for Palm Springs. But actually, I was in Trader Joe's in Cat City, and they said if you're fully vaccinated, don't worry. You don't have to bother. So.
And talking about vaccinated, right now, if you do not have your vaccination yet, there is an incentive that's going on in California called Backs for the Win, right? Backs for the Win, and you can win $1 million if you get yourself vaccinated.
Can you get the vaccine again?
Even if you're already in, you're into the drawing.
Oh, you're automatically.
Right? Or you can also win. I think every other Friday you can win $50,000 coupons or gifts. You can get free groceries. So get vaccinated, everybody. That way we can all hang out at the pool together.
I mean, I feel really totally safe here in the Valley and Palm Springs, and cheers to you. We're drinking margaritas right now in these really cool Trina Turk stainless steel poolside cups.
I mean, I just say strong margaritas.
Strong margaritas.
Woo-hoo. They're good. They're
and
good.
One of the major events in the last couple of weeks was the Caftans and Cocktail Party at Trina Turk.
You went to that, right?
I went to that.
Well, tell us what happened. What was it like?
Well, it was sponsored by Trina and also Spa Girls Cocktails, which is Karen Haynes, she's an amazing woman, and she uses Spa Girl, all her Spa Girl vodkas, which she has created, that are very, they're very so they're low in alcohol, low in calorie, gluten-free, vegan, you name it, but the ultimate is that they're very smooth, and she has flavors, but it's all natural. Oh. So we had a little mixology class while we were shopping for caftans and wearing beautiful caftans, and I just learned about muddling jalapenos to put in your pomegranate martini or...
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we weren't
Next
muddling,
time.
but we were stuffing them in. Well, actually, one of our friends was muddling because there was a muddler. I said, what's this muddler here for? And then she goes afterwards, she goes, muddle. But you shake with the jalapenos, right?
Interesting. Yeah, speaking of that, the other day, Robert made a watermelon martini.
Oh.
And it was so good. So, not that we're drinking a lot, but it is summertime and you need a beverage, it's all good.
Yeah,
right?
And you're in the pool, so, you're close to home.
So
you're not in your car.
That's right, you're not driving.
So, Conrad, you've been out and about, and you had a chance to kind of sit down and talk with Kasey Scott Brown.
Exactly. So she is a local artist here in the desert, and she has a variety of art. She's well known here in the desert by doing these pictures, digitizing, bringing color to them for individuals who want pictures of their pets. And many of them, many people want pictures of their pets that have passed away. And it's not just a photograph. We're going to show you a video in just a few seconds. Beautiful colors, but she took that to another step by doing martinis, because I guess a friend of hers, you'll learn, said the
martini glasses.
Martini glasses.
Yeah.
The pets are good, but you should do something more Palm Springs. And she thought, well, what's more than Palm Springs than a martini? And so let's take a look at this video, and you get to see the art that she's doing. Beautiful.
Kasey,
beautiful.
all right.
Here in the desert, there are plenty of things to do, whether it's laying out at the pool, shopping, or checking out some of the many art displays here in the Coachella Valley. And today, we're going to be focusing on art. And joining us today is, of course, one of our local artists, Kasey Scott Brown. How are you doing, Kasey?
I'm good. How are you?
Just fine, thank you.
Good.
So thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
Kasey has a pop-up shop here on the north side of town, and the name of the shop, the pop-up shop, is called
Martini Madness.
Martini Madness. Not a bad way to start out on a Saturday, Martini Madness. Now, we are at a coffee shop, which means I don't think I see any martinis around.
No martinis yet.
No
later,
martinis.
Later.
Oh, darn, we got here too early?
Yeah.
So tell us, how did the Martini pop-up come about?
Well, it started with a pet artwork that I do, and then somebody said, well, you should have something that's more Palm Springs-like. So the martini glass seemed to be the the drink of choice.
The drink of
so I
choice.
figured this would look good in people's houses.
And I have to say, I'm not much of a martini person, but I do like my Cosmos in a martini glass.
There you go. Well, Cosmo's a martini.
Is it martini?
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
I had no idea I was that advanced. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the idea and style behind the martinis and the type of, is it a photography? Is it in editing? How does it work?
Well, the martini glasses are glasses that I've actually photographed in different environments, some at home, some at lounges and bars, and just have computer manipulated them to create something fun that people might want to hang in their house.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what we have here?
Well, what you've got here is like this is just a regular photograph, matted and framed. I kind of like the mats because it brings out the color of the martini glass. Absolutely.
So that's a matted.
That's matted. Then we've got kind of the same concept, but this is printed on aluminum. And these are fun because they're pretty sturdy. And if you wanted something like outside by your pool area, these do really well in the sun. And then this is canvas art for people who just like something printed on a canvas.
All right.
So, and anything can go much bigger if need be, if somebody wants something large.
And can somebody come in to you and say, listen, I like the martini glass idea, but I want something in all purples or
Absolutely. I do that a lot with the pet work and with the martinis, and they say, my house has got more yellow in it or more gold, can you do something? And then I send 3 or 4 different proofs and we go from there.
All right, sounds so very
Yep.
personalized. This
Very
kind
much so, yeah.
This is, Casey, where I know your art
Right.
started from, in this kind of style that you have here. So tell us, how did this come about?
Well, this kind of started with a friend of mine who went to like a Z Gallery kind of store and said, I found this picture of a dog. It kind of looks like my dog. Can you do something? I'd rather have it personal. And that's kind of where this came out. And then it just kind of snowballed. You know, people want a picture of their pet. And sadly, I do a lot of deceased pets because people love their dogs and cats.
So once again, we are here at Cafe La Hepa, located here on the north side of town. Beautiful little location to have some coffee and an excellent space to have a pop-up shop. And the name of the pop-up again this weekend is?
Martini Madness.
And it is just this weekend, is that
Just
correct?
today until 1 o'clock.
And Casey, when people want to buy some of your art, how's that for some positive
How's that?
bows,
Yes,
right?
yes.
If they want to buy some art or get a hold of you, where would that be? Where can they go to
Well,
that?
there's a couple ways. YESAC Galleries, it's YESAK galleries.com. I have cards here at the coffee shop, and you can always find me on Facebook.
Wow, Conrad. Casey's work is so colorful
It's
and
colorful.
alive.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
it's really just really fun. And the pop-up was at Cafe La Hepa,
Cafe
was
La
it?
Hepa. That was the coffee shop, but it's actually located at a place called Flannery Exchange.
Yeah, I didn't know that they actually has a name
It has
to
a
that
name.
whole area.
And what's interesting about this is that this is what modernism world would call a adaptive reuse. It used to be a Bank of America building, and now it's becoming this coffee shop / entertainment event space. So I had
and also not really live work, but studios like.
well, exactly. So so on the bottom floor is the cafe. Next to that are about 4 or 5 different pop-up shops that you can go to, and then the actual front of this building is in the back of the building, and you'll be able to see through our video how beautiful the entrance is.
Yeah.
And that establishes the upstairs area where there are shops, and then there is also this very beautifully designed lobby, reception area, and then a huge open outdoor space where they're going to have events at. And it is beautiful, and it's going to be beautiful, and I think it's going to be a hot spot here in the desert.
Yeah, because I think the reception area is mainly for people that are actually there are some live work, not live work, but
There's
like
offices, yes.
work offices. But then the artist Sean Savage, who is a great friend of ours, and we have 2 of his pieces has his studio there.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. And
So
a gallery.
There's a gallery. There's clothing shops. There's a
Yeah.
coffee shop. Destination PSP is there. There's a lot there.
Really?
Yeah, it's very interesting. So
Okay.
it's called Flannery Exchange, and this is also where Cafe La Hepa is at. And I think you're going to see a lot of pop-ups there.
Across
also.
from Trio.
Across from Trio. That's right.
Well, we might be winding down a touch because it has been so busy the last couple of weeks. And I forgot to mention, because we didn't do a show, but the PS ModCom party was quite a party, and that was 2 weekends ago. And if you were there, I was there, we were there. Cheers again.
Cheers again, of course.
So-
And Claudia, the desert is alive. We are coming back from COVID period. COVID is still around, but everyone is much more relaxed now. Things are really happening now. And, you know, come on out to the desert. I know a lot of people don't want to be here during summertime because it's so darn
don't come.
hot.
There's too many people.
It's so hot, but you can spend your afternoon/evening out by the pool.
Although, you know, like short-term rentals, Airbnbs and everything are fully booked. Fully
They are.
booked. We've had more friends coming in this week. So,
Everybody's coming to the
all
desert.
right.
All right.
Okay,
See
here we
you
are.
later.
Bye.
Happy Pride, by the way, everybody. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Cheers.
Woo.